Everywhere I go lately, there is some new disaster. It would bring me such joy to bring my wares to a place untouched by all of this strife.
That lunatic woman. Sepp himself wouldn't step in her shadow. I'd stay off this path, lest she demand some humiliating task from you. A madwoman named Lady Laurent. She hired me and the Alikir to guide her through the desert, but this is as far as I go for her. She's already lost one of her traveling companions. I won't be the victim of her next accident. Ask her. I didn't stick around to hear her explanations. Though excuses would be a better word. Everything is somebody else's fault. Huh.
My expedition is ruined. One catastrophe after another. Oh, we meet again. You wouldn't happen to be interested in performing a few light duties, would you? I'm in need of a temporary assistant. I'm conducting research into ancient Yokuden ruins to see what light they cast on modern Redguard society. Fascinating, but not without peril. An alchemical experiment led to my assistant becoming, incapacitated. But I hope to recover him. Oh, quite. Stibbons should recover once I reverse the process. All my supplies are at my new camp, through these ruins. We'll need to get some things here, then go to my first camp at the dig site, which, unfortunately, has been overrun by goblins. Goblins? Certainly not. I've been studying the local gargoyles. I believe they're the key to certain Yokuden myths and legends. It's my own theory. Now, I'll need you to retrieve my supplies, and then perform Stibbons' duties in his absence. My alchemical gear is at the new camp through these ruins. You'll have to find where Stibbons set it up. Be careful with it. It's delicate. Once you've collected that, we'll move on to the old camp. Let's get on with it, shall we? Stibbons isn't going to revive himself. Yes, most satisfactory. Stibbons would have dusted them off as well, but one mustn't be choosy, must one? Now, off to our first camp at the dig site, where we'll find my man Stibbons. Shall we? I'm back, Stibbins. Glad to see you haven't run off anywhere. What a hodgepodge. How was one supposed to find anything in here? Please, pay me no mind. I didn't expect to react so strongly to seeing poor Stibbins in this state. Now, where did he put those notes? I suppose you should know the truth. Ancient inscriptions here described some unique alchemical processes, which I tried to duplicate. I fear I succeeded all too well, and Stibbins' unfortunate condition is the result. Yes, but I'm certain I can restore him if we find his, my notes. Stibbins put them in a safe place somewhere in this camp. I'm sure you can find them. You're ever so handy at that sort of thing. Julianos' little teapot. Where could they be? Oh, praise the divines. You're a lifesaver, Stibbins. Whatever your name is. At any rate, give me a moment to read these over, and I'll know what I need next. Ah, yes, now I recall how it was. Stendar smite them. The goblins took my reagents. Would serve them right if they ate them, the wretches. That gives me an idea. I need to develop an antidote for the Yokuden Stoneflesh potion. And to be safe, I'll need to test it on other research subjects before applying it to Stibbins. So I need the original reagents back so I can make more of the Stoneflesh potion. So we can use it on the goblins, of course. Once they're petrified, they'll be the test subjects for my antidote. Let's go recover my reagents from those beasts. Then I must check my notes against the Yokuden inscriptions, if I can find them again. Oh, this is a curious one. I must have missed it on my first pass. I'll have this in an instant. These writings are very old indeed. How gratifying. Rather useful in your own way. Meritorious work. Now, according to my notes, I just need to combine these reagents and shake the vial. Indeed it is. It's up to you to administer it, of course. You should probably pour it into whatever noisome slumgullion they're brewing up in those cookpots. While you're attending to that, I'll consult with our hireling guide. Oh yes, his name's Mare. He's rather a crazy old hermit, but he certainly knows his way around these old Yokuden ruins. He lives in a nearby cave overlooking the ruins. Hermit's Climb, they call it. I tried, but he refused to go near the goblins. Besides, he's quite mad. He's become entirely preoccupied with some ancient Yokuden riddle. You'll see when you meet him. Perhaps you'll be able to talk some sense into him.
Still as the stone that walks. Yes. They remember, you know. They carry their histories etched in their flesh. Hearken, wayfarer. They were here before the walls rose, and they are here after. And yet some mock these lowly creatures for worshipping them. What folly! The flying stones hold the secret you seek. In their unyielding flesh that is not flesh. There are no dunes without wind. Yet, when the wind is gone, the dune remains, eh? Tongues of stone, young seeker. Tongues of stone.
You see? Quite maddening. And all I have to go on are these similarly arcane inscriptions from the ruins. The Yokuden inscriptions are mysterious. Frankly, I'm baffled by them. But Mare has dropped hints that he knows what they mean. I'm sure he could tell me what I want to know, if I could only figure out how to give him what he wants. He wants the answer to the riddle of the inscriptions. He'll tell me my answer if I'll give him his answer, or something like that. It's maddening. Stibbons would know what to do, I'm sure. He was always good at seeing what's right in front of me. They contain the key to the antidote for my stoneflesh potion. Somehow, the gargoyles inspired the early Redguards to experiment with their own flesh and bone. If I could only understand their cryptic inscriptions, I could master their alchemy.
You have answers. Answers are more to me than water. Answers! Answers! A riddle? No. The riddle. The one these ruins whisper every night. The one that hums through the walls when the sun beats upon them. You know whereof I speak. You've read the 3 inscriptions. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? No, you are blithering! Concentrate, Seeker. Ignore the importunities of the hovering eyes of flame, as I do. Air. Yes, that's it. The breeze. The breath of Tava. Ah, devious Sep. You wind a fateful path in this desert. Here then is your answer. Within the maw and between the teeth, the gargoyle cannot hide its mortality forever.
The tongue, of course! The gargoyle's tongue! Of course, what a simply obvious answer. Well, let's get on with it. You'll be able to dispatch one of those beasts, I assume. Ugh, how very disgusting. Arkay's beard. Could anything be more disgusting than this gargoyle's tongue? Oh, one must make the best of it, I suppose. Now, how to prepare the antidote. That's why I had you dose the goblin's stew. Do pay attention. Several of them must have been petrified by now. I've prepared several versions of the antidote. I'll need you to apply it to the petrified goblins and record the results. Well, I shall have to somehow drag Stibbons back to the other camp. It's a bother, but there's no help for it. Once you've observed the results of your trials, meet me back there with your report. That data should enable me to concoct the final antidote. Did you use all of them? I do hope you paid close attention to their effects. That's just what I was counting on. Right. Now I know how to adjust the concoction to make a working antidote. Oh, soon Stibbins will be right as rain, thanks to my brains and your brawn. Now see here. Your lack of confidence in me is quite unjustified. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, stand back. I've no doubt these results will be spectacular. Now, if my calculations are correct, they should take effect almost immediately.
Oh, by Xanathar, I have an acute throbbing in my cranium. Could this be what a hangover is like? Possibly, though I'd like to take time for a more detailed inspection. How long was I asleep? Is Lady Laurent all right? A statue? Are you jesting? No, I can see you're serious. I recall nothing. I seem to be intact, although perhaps a trifle stiff in the joints. I could certainly use a strong... That is, I believe I have a bottle of medicine that will help me.
There. See, I told you it would work. Indeed I am. I know you may not have much experience taking risks like this, but sometimes you just have to follow your instincts. Regardless, I owe you my thanks. Why, if Stibbins were stuck as a statue forever, I don't know what I'd do. I think we have accomplished quite a bit in this short time. With Stibbins rescued and our notes gathered, I think it's time we returned to civilization and compiled our conclusions. It will be a scholarly sensation.
Thank you for assisting Lady Laurent while I was indisposed. I hope there are no lingering after effects. She can be rather demanding at times.
Popped in for a bit of respite as well, I see. If you'd like some provisions, I might be able to help you out while we're both resting in here.
Can anyone hear me? Help me! Is that you, Herminius Sophus? I'm over here. Truly, the gods smile upon me to return you to my path. Can you free me, and allow me the burden of watching over Herminius Sophus? As I set up camp in the central chamber of this cave, a large spider bit my leg. I awoke to find myself in this unfortunate position, while the man I accompany wanders unattended. Caves are often homes to such spiders. If you release me, it will likely feel the web's twitch and present itself to you. Free me, then please help me locate Herminius' office. He should not be left alone for very long.
I don't think you appreciate how awful my situation is. You probably live like this every day. You. Don't I know you? It's so dark in here, and I'm simply too tired to think. Alas, the world might be denied my brilliance. I walked near our camp, and my guide Ozzy at Oinok disappeared. I called to him, but ended up lost. After wandering in circles, I finally ended up here. Have I been lost for days, weeks? I can scarcely tell. And where was Ozzy while I suffered? I hired him not only as a guide, but as my protector. He performed admirably, till now. In any event, I hadn't a knife or any weapon on me. He had all our gear. If he'd been attacked, I'd have been hurt as well. I'm certainly glad he's alive. The ruins await us. But I'd like to get my gear and change clothes first. These rags unpleasantly chafe my most tenderest of skin. We'll proceed as planned. These ruins are too interesting to leave, despite our unhappy first impression. You there, take this pittance as a reward. I need to have a word with my guide.
Herminius' office. What happened to you? You are in a terrible state.
Are you aware of the danger I was in?
But where is your pack? And where is Lutebrius?
Lutebrius! Lutebrius? I've been wasting away like a common beggar, and you ask after the monkey? I shall write about how awful you are as a guide.
I must ensure he does not lose his way again.
We have to find a way inside. This can't be right. Reachman in the grotto. Why has Hircine allowed this to happen? The grotto belongs to the Glenmoral Weird as a temple to Hircine. The Reachman got past our watch and turned our bear guardians against us and destroyed our protective wards. Their leader, Bernark, seeks a Briarheart from Hircine. Unless the bear spirits power the wards, we can't enter our own temple. Without the wards, the bears are wild, and we can't reach the altar to ask Hircine why he abandoned us. Can you kill the bears and free their spirits? You must be near an inactive ward upon the bear's death. The ward will empower you when you are close, so the bear's spirit will sense it and know where to go. Otherwise, the spirit is more likely to simply ascend, to be reunited with the earth. A clan of bears has always safeguarded the grotto. They recognize us as equals and allow us to pass. When we found the Reachman here, the bears had become hostile. They refused to let us in. We Asteria discovered this the hard way. It frees them from enslavement, as their minds are clearly under Bernark's control. The bears know their true purpose. Once the spirit is free, it should travel to the wards and seek to empower it. They serve to protect us as we perform certain rituals to Hircine, and without them, we are vulnerable to attacks by the bears. We haven't used them in quite some time, but an important ceremonial hour approaches, and we need to perform our rites. Yes, if ever a threat came to us, we would come here, empower them through sacrifice, and be protected. Luckily, the Reachmen only see them as rocks. No, if they were, it would have required a great many sacrifices to maintain. The Briarheart is a powerful gift, which makes an almost invincible foe, and we suspect Bernark's target would be Evermore, which makes this an issue for your kind to address. The Reachmen conquered the city before, and will want it back. The wards are back, and the bears are no longer hostile to us. Now we'll call upon Hircine, and find out why he's forsaken us. As you restored the wards, you are now a part of the grotto's life too. Therefore, I will ask you to perform a necessary role in our sacrifice. We need a still-beating heart. You've offered to assist us? I asked you to be the ultimate sacrifice to save the grotto. You are the key to reaching Hircine.
No! By rights, I should be the one to take the blade. I'm the one who failed.
Nyroni, no! This person has already offered to help us.
The sacrifice should come from the Weird, and I'm the one responsible.
Lene, she's right. The heart of a stranger compared to a self-sacrifice? Hircine is bound to hear an answer.
But we need 3 for the ritual. She can't do it.
The outsider can do it. Only 2 of us are required for the prayers.
I won't allow it.
You've no choice. Do you want this to succeed or fail? Nyroni is ready and willing. You know we're right.
As much as I hate to admit it, Tyria is right. Nyroni's willing sacrifice is priceless compared to yours. I raised her, you know. We found her abandoned. A lost child that the wood kept safe until we discovered her. Much more than that. We're tied through both a familial bond and the forest itself. We may seem callous to outsiders, but we're closely knit. What we ask of you is not to be taken lightly. This is a serious and sensitive matter. Understood? I hope so. Take this ceremonial dagger. It's well sharpened to ensure swift work. Tyria and I will perform the ritual. Once prepared, you must act quickly to cut out the heart of Nyroni and place it on the altar. Wyrus Nyroni's sacrifice should be the extra edge we need to call upon Hircine. Good. Wait for my signal. When the time is right, cut out her heart and place it on the altar. We're ready. Now cut out her heart. Put her heart in the bowl on the altar.
A worthy offering. What is it
My
you
prince,
seek?
we seek to know why.
Silence, pray. I speak not to the weak, but to the one who took the heart. This one interests me. Come, speak to me, hunter. Ah, the prodigal pup returns. So you aid the weird who still lick their wounds of defeat. They fell prey to Branark and his reachmen, losing my favor. To earn it back, you must prove yourself once more. Show me what you've learned. To start, a hunter's challenge of skill. I will bring the hunting ground to you, a shade of this realm and my own. But this time, you hunt my aspects themselves. Only then will you earn the chance to retake the grotto for the weird. Don't disappoint me, pup. Pray aren't deserving of the gift I've given you. When you've won, return to the shrine. I will be there as the spirit of the hunt. We'll discuss your prowess and your final task for the grotto when the hunt is over.
I'm not sure how much time I have, but thank you for what you've done. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your brave response to Hircine's challenge. Can I help you understand this realm, a place of shadow, hunger, and thirst? Strength, speed, and guile. I know them well. He sent you to track them. The Hunter's Test, which I once undertook myself. Though I've not been dead for very long, I will answer your questions as a final favor. The aspect of strength takes the form of a bear. Crouch low to the ground to search for signs of its passing. A creature so large doesn't leave a subtle trail. The aspect of speed takes the wolf form. You may surprise it within its den, but only if you are careful. Look for its paw prints, which may appear as stars on the ground in this realm. The aspect of guile is the hunter. He'll be the hardest to track, for he wants no prey to realize his nearness. But every hunter must rest sometime. Seek his camp, and if you are lucky, the hunter will be there. Good luck, hunter. It's time for me to pass on and rejoin the cycle.
What's this? A worthy specimen for my collection.
My hunter, the scent of your success surrounds you. Already you yearn for the next hunt. I've 2 hunters and 1 grotto. To the victor goes the spoils. Find Brannock and rip the briar heart from his chest. Prove yourself the true hunter, and he the prey. And the grotto is yours. Should you prove yourself the victor, bring the Reachman's fledgling Briarheart back to the altar. I will speak to you one last time, if you succeed.
A final challenge for us both. This should be easy. Doubtful. I defeated the Weird. I'll defeat you just as easily. The power of the Briarheart will be mine permanently. Soon, I'll retake Evermore, and all the land which once belonged to my people. Your kind will be stamped out, and I will rule all! That's what you think. Come and get me. The Briarheart, this grotto evermore, and all these petty kingdoms will be mine!
What happened? Has Hircine asked something of you? You've proven yourself a true hunter. And Brynark? What of him? Only one Supreme Hunter would be left. And with Brynark defeated, we can take back the grotto. Go, and luck be on your side. We'd assist, but it would be forbidden.
I'll show Hearthstone the better hunter is. I'll take your heart as a prize.
Your victory will be remembered. We could feel the death of Brynark through the earth beneath our feet. Even the insects will not mourn him. Thank you for making our sister's death worth it. We're in your debt. We still have a lot of work to do, cleaning out the remaining Reachmen and regaining the full trust of the Bears. We can feel the connection returning, but there's no telling what damage has already been done, and how long it will take to undo. Now please, return the Briarheart to Hircine.
My hunter returns, Briarheart in hand. Brynark now roams my hunting grounds as prey. His chest a gaping hollow, a reminder of his weakness. Heed his punishment, pup. Ah, you truly are deserving of my gift. The grotto belongs to the Weird once again, but more importantly, to you. I'll be watching you, mortal. A larger hunt looms in your future, one I'll watch with great interest.